everyone, attorney Rachel Kelley here with another Family Law Friday. This week I'm answering the question of who pays our kids' medical expenses. Now, this is an interesting question, and really the answer is, as always, it depends. However, it's going to primarily depend on what it says in your Uniform Child Support Order. Okay, so if you are paying support or if you are receiving support, you should have a Uniform Child Support Order. Grab that form and take a look at it because it will help you answer this question. Now, in general, the person who receives child support is going to be responsible for something that the state of Michigan calls the annual ordinary medical amount. What is that? Well, the annual ordinary medical amount is a dollar figure that the state of Michigan has determined is how much the average parent spends per year per child on uninsured medical expenses. So that means that the state has decided that in the year of 2021, every parent on average, every household and family pays $453 per kid per year for uninsured medical expenses. So that means your out-of-pocket cost for your copays when you go to the emergency room or when you go to the doctor or when you buy prescription medications or if your children get glasses. They're making a presumption that every parent is spending at least $453 on that cost per year per child. And why that matters is because they build that presumption into the child support formula. So you can actually see on your Uniform Child Support Order, if you have two children and you have a Uniform Child Support Order that entered in 2021 or after, it will say on there that the annual ordinary medical amount is $453 per child. Now, if you have a Uniform Child Support Order that entered prior to 2021, that number is going to be different because every 3 years, when they rework the child support formula, they increase the annual ordinary medical amount, presumably because the cost of medical care keeps rising. So it's really important, if you are a payer of support, that you are not just simply paying the other parent for half of those out-of-pocket medical expenses when they ask you for that money. You should check your Uniform Child Support Order because you might already be paying your share of that in your monthly child support amount. So again, you need to check what your Uniform Child Support Order says. Now, if you are a recipient of child support, it's very important that you keep all of your receipts for your kids' out-of-pocket medical expenses that you are paying. That way, if you have to go to court to ask the other parent to contribute to some of those expenses, you're prepared to prove that you've already met your annual ordinary medical amount, that you've already paid that first $453 because braces cost $3,000 and you've already paid for that $3,000. And so now you're asking for the other parent to contribute to their percentage. Now, the next sort of complication here is how do you split any amount over and above that annual ordinary medical? And the answer is it depends on your individual incomes. So your Uniform Child Support Order will actually tell you what percentage of those expenses you are responsible for over and above the annual ordinary medical amount. And it's not necessarily 50-50. It may be more and it may be less depending on who in the family makes more money and the number of overnights between you and the other parent. I hope this video has been helpful. The annual ordinary medical issue is extremely complicated. So if you have questions about how medical expenses should be paid in your case or Whether it's time for you to go back to court and recalculate your child support, please give our office a call. We're here to help.